Like many of you, I remember that fateful day 10 years ago when our country was attacked as it had never been before. Many of our neighbors lost their lives. Our nation was shaken. Yet from that dark despair and embodied by smoke and rubble, the courage, resolve, and great spirit of America rose again. Hello, I'm Cecile Forte, and welcome to our weekly Talk with the People. I recall 10 years ago, when the second plane hit the second tower, that we went from what seemed like a horrible accident to a terrorist attack. I was alone and I was scared. I had no idea where to go or where to find safety. It was a feeling I had never experienced before. I clung to the TV, and as I watched the commentators and dropped my coffee, I didn't care about the stain on the floor or the mess that I had made. All I cared about was my family. My husband had gone to work, my son was in school, and as I called them time and time again, I just could not get them on the phone. I was concerned about my son too, because he had a guest with him. Her name was Nikki, his new girlfriend, and she was here from Minnesota. What was I to tell Nikki's mother? I couldn't even make a call to her to tell her that her daughter was safe. There was no safe place in the United States that day. It changed our lives. All I could see was the flames at the top of the building and people full of sand and dust and dirt till they looked like ghosts coming through the city, running away from the danger, while the police and the fire department and the Port Authority people were running towards the buildings to try to offer aid. It was a gruesome sight. I didn't know if people were going to live or die that day. I didn't know if I would live or die, but I just wanted my family. I wanted that comfort, and it wasn't there for me. I couldn't understand that a country like ours, a beacon of freedom and opportunity, was being attacked for the very things that we believe in. A country that was more interested in the power of its people than in power. And yet, no matter what I thought, the commentators reminded us that this was the first time of an attack since 1941 at Pearl Harbor, and that more attacks might come. Nobody was certain as to what could happen that day, and neither was I. And then I had a spark of luck. I watched the television again as the commentators said that people were coming out of the buildings, and they were coming out alive. I thought this was the chance, maybe we wouldn't lose lives. But as I looked at the top of the tower, I could see the fire growing faster and more furious, and more smoke coming out, and the building looking less and less stable. And then I saw people. I saw people holding hands and jumping out of the building, out of the windows. I was stunned, and I looked again, and I saw women, as they were jumping, holding their dresses down. September 11 changed us forever. It will be a day that we will never forget. I hope you will join me in sharing a prayer and a moment of silent remembrance for those souls who lost their lives that day. The victims of the falling towers and the hundreds of brave members of the New York Fire Department, Police Department, and Port Authority who saved thousands of countless lives that day. Let us also share a prayer for the members of the greatest fighting force the world has known, the Armed Forces of the United States, because it's due to their heroism that we remain safe today. Join me on the 10th anniversary of September 11 by keeping a candle light burning bright in our windows in remembrance of our losses and the true acts of courage and heroism we witnessed that beautiful Tuesday morning 10 years ago. I'm Cecile Forte. God bless you. God bless Brookhaven. God bless the greatest nation in the world, the United States of America.